Bible, this tome of a book, the Bible's a library more than it's a book. How can you encapsulate what biblical masculinity is in terms of how we should model it?
Okay. So my one sentence definition of masculinity is masculinity is the glad assumption of sacrificial responsibility. Okay.
Okay.
So when you teach boys to gladly assume the responsibility they have to sacrifice for others, the glad assumption of sacrificial responsibility, that goes along with there's a corollary to that, which is that authority flows to those who take that kind of responsibility. So when you take responsibility, you're stepping into a biblical form of leadership. When you to key off of the machismo, false masculinity, which wants to make excuses, that wants to say the sun was in my eyes, the grass was wet, a bee distracted me, that kind of excuse making is a good way to get authority to run away from you. So authority will naturally gravitate to, authority will naturally flow to those who take responsibility. And the illustration I use for that is if I'm walking in a city park or something, and there's a softball game going on, and the right fielder drops an easy fly ball, and the shortstop starts saying, slapping his glove and saying, "All right, guys, we can do better than that. We need to tighten up, and let's all focus." And then I walk on. I don't know anything else about the scenario, except that I know who's probably the team captain or who will shortly be the team captain, because he didn't have anything to do with the drop ball in right field, but he took responsibility for it. He spoke in a corporate way, and an authority is going to flow to that guy. But if the shortstop starts ragging on the right fielder and accusing him, or worse yet, if the right fielder starts making excuses for why he dropped the ball, then what you're doing is you're having people who, in their excuse making, have stopped playing the other team and are starting to play one another. And that team, as a team, is going to disintegrate.